it's just I keep on recording myself talking and uploading tonight. It seems like I'm getting such incredible relief from doing this. It just feels so good. For some reason, communicating what's in your heart. I mean, that's why you go to therapy, right? There's someone listening to you, to have a friend, like to actually, if you're fortunate enough to have friends in your life that will listen to you talk intimately, the most private stuff about yourself is just so precious, so therapeutic, so healthy. There's people in your life that you can say everything and anything to. I just can't think of anything more precious than that. It's just communicating to me feels like breathing. I just need it so much. I just need to keep on talking and have people listen to me for some reason. So I guess do what you love. Keep on doing what you love. It's what you're meant to do, right? Be yourself. Is there anything wrong with that? It's just this thing, this continuing thing going on with my college professor. Wondering if I should start this video over again because I'm coughing. I've had this cough for 2 years. Maybe I should address it now. The something going on. It's horrible having a cough during what's going on because people immediately assume it's COVID, and it's just horrible that and people get scared and we actually yell or run away, get alarmed by it. And what it is, I mean, I've had an ENT put up the scope into my nose and look at my throat, and he said I see no indication of anything wrong with your throat except I see acid reflux. I see indication of acid reflux. So he gave me Pepsid AC, and I've started taking it. And he said it'll take time to start working. That the acid going up the esophagus is irritating my throat. And I've had so many seen so many specialists and doctors about this cough. The a nebulizer, is that what it's called, and a chest X-ray, and just every possible test I've taken. I actually went to a healer, and the healer said he's seeing a noose on my neck. You see, he says in a previous lifetime I was hung by a noose because of controversial things I'm saying. So you see that it's actually relevant. Maybe that's why I coughed, because this stuff came up. You think about it, that I was hung by a noose because of saying controversial things, and then that's why I'm coughing now, because I've had other people also tell me they still see that noose around my neck. It's something from my past life I'm still carrying on, and I say I could possibly, people want to crucify me for, I mean, Freudian slip, people want to hang me for stuff I'm saying now. Something's going on, you see. So, I mean, case in point, I talked about earlier, that this stuff is really bothering me. That my college professor, I've made other videos about it. When I mentioned to her I wanted to talk in my psychology class about the Zeke show, discuss it in class and show the videos in class, as I had done in a previous class, and it had worked out. She didn't like that idea. When I posted the Zeke show on the discussion board of the class, she closed down the discussion board, and she forbade me from discussing it in class, discussing with my classmates. It's just the restriction on my communication is, I feel, so oppressive and cruel, that she's abusing her authority as professor to oppress me in this cruel and inhumane way, I feel, because you realize by now how important communication is to me, that I can talk freely. I have my First Amendment right to say what's on my mind, and she is violating me. A psychology class college professor is restricting my communication. Isn't that weird? And I've emailed the head of the psychology department. I found this email for the person you sent grievances to at the college. I've emailed her twice, and I'm waiting for a response from her. I feel like I'll just go to the president of the college, and this is just I mean, as kids, we've all had in kindergarten, in first grade, and in those earlier classes, we had you know teachers who had issues, obviously abusing their authority to oppress us, to hurt us. That the fact that we're getting it here in the college classroom, it's an obvious violation. It's an obvious, and the reason she tells me, the reason I'm gonna tell you all the reasons she's brought up. First, she said it's a self-promotion. I'm promoting myself in the class. Okay. It's an inappropriate content, and she's protecting the class from inappropriate content. The inappropriate content is sexual stuff. You think about it. Sexual, discussing sex is inappropriate in a psychology class. I mean, come on, that's all you talk about in psychology is sex. That's what it's all about, right? I mean, come on, And then also, I'm always saying that this is the reason I'm going to college, want to get my degree in psychology. I want to become a psychologist, so I fulfill my destiny, and then my destiny has something to do with the Zeke show. The Zeke show is a case study on myself. I'm always talking about that. This is the reason. This is the primary, thing in my life, going on in my life. It's the most important thing, I feel. And she's preventing me from talking about it. I feel like the whole class could benefit so much from it. It is about psychology. That the fact that she doesn't see it, that she sees it as some form of it's gonna interfere with the class. Then the classes. This is what psychology is about. It's the stuff that I'm discussing here, right? It's the psychology is about the human behavior, human mind. That's what this is all about, And then the other reason she said is, so I said that this is my how I want to contribute to psychology, and she says a therapist doesn't reveal about their personal lives to the client. And she listed all the reasons why that is true, right? And then I'm going, I'm not addressing, I don't have any clients. I'm not addressing this to my clients. That's not the point of this. I'm studying myself. I'm revealing everything about myself and thinking about it and discussing it to get insight into who I am and to what it feels to be human being. And the fact that it's the class is critical thinking. She's my college professor, psychology class. The class is critical thinking. And her thinking is so flawed that she would come up with that as a reason why I shouldn't be talking. And she would use that as a reason why she's restricting my my God-given right, my First Amendment right to articulate what's on my mind. I cannot, I mean, we have an online class now. The classes on campus are canceled, so we have Zoom sessions Tuesdays, sometimes Thursdays also, and I'm not allowed to discuss this. The written assignment is the three most important goals. I'm not, and she said, you're not allowed to talk about the content on the Zeke show on the paper. What is that? I mean, obviously she has some issues. She's triggered something, if something offended her, and she feels threatened maybe because of some issues she's having, and she's oppressing me. Restricting my communication like this is just, while all this COVID and stuff is going on, this is really discouraging. And this is the thing I wanted to say is, uh, I realized last semester that what makes it, there's a phrase I'm trying to think of that was using what makes it valid that you should get a degree. That there's a phrase I just keep wanting to remember that I was using, that it's not that how much you went after the truth and studied and went after knowledge, studied knowledge, and studied the research and get new groundbreaking knowledge and stuff that's going on, so you deserve a degree. How much wisdom you have, how much knowledge you gathering, you deserve. It's not that. It's obviously it has to do with how able you are to follow the instructions of the professor, because that was the issue I had last semester with my previous instructor, that I had poured out my heart on this paper, and he acknowledged it, but he says it's not following my instructions, and that's all I'm grading on, is whether you're following my instructions. You see. And so this semester, this is the instructions I'm getting, is that I have to not say that not speak, not discuss the most important thing in my life, that if I can put up with that, if I can tolerate that, that's the measure of how well I'm doing, indication that I deserve a degree, I deserve to get a grade in the class, and eventually get my degree. You see, if I can put up with the most obnoxious professor, the most obnoxious, oppressive, cruel behavior by the instructor, and follow the instructions and still do what they want me to do in order to get my grade, then I deserve to get my degree and become a psychologist. That's what it's come to, you see. Because if I can handle that obnoxious behavior and still succeed, then I guess as a psychologist, I would be facing people with varieties of conditions, some of them worse than others. Then I've proven I'm able to put up with that, and then I'm strong enough to handle it. You see, that's the way it's presenting itself to me. And then so I had that thought because of this, that that that's what life is about. That I guess I should edit these coughing fits out of it later. That I should just leave them in. That if you can tolerate the obnoxious behavior of the people in your life, whether in your job, in your relationship, in your family, in daily life, the people who are really obnoxious and behave inappropriately, oppressively, behave in a mean way, if you can handle that and not let it upset you, not let it discourage you, not let it demoralize you, not get discombobulated, not get dysregulated, you can handle it, not let it upset you, and just don't sweat the small stuff, kind of brush it off yourself. All the horrible things that happen to all of us in our lives, if you can handle the pain of living, the intolerable injustices that we all face every day, and get over it and somehow contain yourself and not react to this stuff, not have it make you act out and behave inappropriately, and just do the best you can to tolerate it, and still in this specific case, it was just do the stuff she expects me to do, the assignment and the test according to her instructions, and just not be so discouraged by what she's doing to me, that so that it just doesn't stop me from complying to her instructions. Go through with it, get my grade. This is what it shows that what is the indication of value that you're able to put up. The measure. This is the phrase I was looking for, that I couldn't find. It just got to me. The measure of success in life, the measure of success in school, of earning a degree and succeeding in life, is how you can put up with this crap. And that's what it comes to, right? If you can put up with the most obnoxious stuff that's going on, if you can put up with the COVID, you can put up with all this stuff going on, not let it upset you, and brush it off, and still behave effectively enough to do what you have to do to carry on, to do what to serve people and get what needs to be done. Then you that's the measure of success in life. you earn your degree. Zeke Matevosian, psychologist. You put up with that teacher, you deserve to be psychologist. Come on.